first 15 years of our marriage, it was very much, he was in sales. He was traveled quite a lot. And, it was my job to kind of run everything else. It was his job to have his career and do everything I could to support it. Very old fashioned, but that's what we did. And then it became a situation of, I was entering into, a workforce. We were partnering together and he needed help. So the first 18 months were a little rocky. I thought I was going to kill him. And I think he thought he was going to kill me too.
So wait, let's pause there.
Yeah.
What were those challenges? Was it a communication issue, a style issue? Why did you want to kill him? Why did he want to kill you?
So we didn't have, I don't think our roles were clearly defined enough.
Yeah, that's such a big one.
And we didn't have some good boundaries. Those were the two biggies.
Got it.
Then I think you throw in the third part that I kind of had some imposter syndrome going on because, I was feeling like, this is a whole new world for me. I'm not sure I should be sitting at these tables at High Point Furniture Market and having these conversations. And, the buyers from these different massive, retailers. This is before Wayfair was even Wayfair. They were CSN stores, so I'm sitting at a table with Neeraj Shah, who is the co-founder of Wayfair. And I'm thinking,
who am I?
What am I doing here?
So let's use this as a teaching moment.
Yeah.
How did you get through those moments?
It turned out, Josh actually ended up leaving the company for a few years. Okay. He had an opportunity that was really exciting to him. And I said, okay, you should go do it. And it was about 2.5 years into the company. So we were doing well and we were growing and I was not about to let it go. So it was me having to be on my own 2 feet.
Interesting.
That really helped me have the confidence to do the job. And I actually then, hired staff and team and, did all of that. And we grew, in the 4.5 years he was gone, we just had tremendous growth.
Would I be correct to say that there was a lot of pressure during that time?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just, because I don't we can gloss over it. Oh yeah, and he left and I just did it and I hired people and blah, blah, blah.
Oh my.
But what I think is really important for women who are growing, I mean, you grew a multi-7-figure business, okay? That you have to understand that there is going to be pressure and you have to be okay with the pressure.
So looking back, I can't believe I actually kind of survived it. And there are things that I would never, ever do again.
Like what?
Well, I continued to be the volunteer person in my kid's life.
Oh, geez,
so
yeah.
I'm the one at, 3:00 in the morning, I'm sending work emails and PTA and, I'm the team mom too. And, I was like, what was I thinking? So I put a tremendous amount of stress and pressure on myself because I didn't want to let anybody down.
Yeah. I see that a lot. You actually have good organizational skills and operational skills, so you can project manage all of it.
Yeah.
And there is that adage: if you want to get something done, give it to a busy person.
Yeah.
Right. There's a quality of quick decisions that happen when when the window is shorter. If you have an hour to get through all your emails, you're going to go through your emails very quickly. If you have 6 hours and you're going to take your time and maybe you won't answer those emails. So
100%. And I think too, another thing that was an added layer of complexity is my father has a degenerative nerve disease. And so there was some help that was going in that way. So I was feeling pressure from, I'm Gen X, we have sandwich generation, parents and kids and everything in between. And what finally helped kind of break all of that for me was I hired a personal assistant.
Yeah.
And I started to outsource a lot of the things that didn't require me to be there that could still get done. And then I created, I began setting some boundaries around things and being able to say no.
It's a learned skill, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about hiring the personal assistant, because some people have many people on their team. Some people are looking to hire their first assistant. I know. Now, when you say personal assistant, do you mean executive admin or do you mean in your personal life?
it was mainly in my personal
Yeah.
life.
I have found that has been a game changer for me.
Yeah.
That it has just freed up. I mean, you're still conceptualizing what needs to get done to some degree, but it just takes so much off your plate. Did you have any worthiness issues around that?
Oh, I felt so bougie.
Yeah.
I was like, who am I? mean, like literally. And then it was, so all three kids were still living at, at home. They were like high school and middle school age at that time. And so it was an adjustment for me to say, oh yeah, we're supposed to do the team meal today. Hey, can you go, do this at the school? Da, da, da. So I felt like kind of bougie and like, who am I to do this? But then in the same token, I was like, I don't have a choice, And so very quickly the kids learned they loved the assistant. It was like, hey, is she going to Target today? Because blah, 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 blah. And actually, so I felt all of this kind of uncomfortableness around having the assistant. But the thing that I started to find is that when I would go to like my kids' sporting events or things like that, everybody who had interacted with her was like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that. How did you do that? And, and I was like, really the cost of having her is nominal to the benefits of my life.
To your personal life, your sanity, and also your ability to grow your business.
Yes, and it actually also.
So put the dots together there.
Yeah.
How do you think if you could talk about ROI on just hiring a personal assistant for handling kids stuff, handling family stuff, not even an assistant in the business? What do you think the ROI on your business was?
Oh, I know our sales actually grew almost 40% the first 6 months that I had her.
Yes. I want everyone to hear that. Her sales grew by 40% the first 6 months that she had the assistant. Now, here's the thing with that. It's not like you took that extra time and you went and you stared at your navel.
Right.
Okay. Like, I know you, Heather.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
You took that extra time and you put it into the business.
It gave me the brain space to think strategically.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing is it really gave me the brain space to think strategically, which then had us also attract higher quality clients, which allowed us to raise rates, so it was a whole domino effect.
Yeah.
It also allowed me to be able to travel a little bit more when I needed to.
Yeah.
And it gave, took the pressure off.
Yeah. When you're ready for freedom, you find the courage to scale, but you don't have to do it by yourself. It can be so much easier, and it starts with you attending the Unstoppable Woman Summit, which, if I do say so myself, is going to be off the charts. Join me this November for an electrifying 3-day virtual event where female entrepreneurs from all over the world gather to learn how to scale their business and unlock the freedom they desire. And a special offer to all podcast fans. Get your seat today by using the link theunstoppablewoman.com/breakthrough and save $500 on your ticket right now. Go grab your ticket and I will see you at the summit.